All right, Mama, let's talk about something that might ruffle a few feathers. Now, I think by now you know me and that I love you far too much not to tell you the truth, so here it is. If your kids are the most important people in your home, you're setting them up to fail. And I'm going to show you why. And I'm going to show you why this is so important. Every time I say this, people look at me like I just tossed their iPad in the lake. They think I'm totally crazy. But stay with me, because this isn't about loving your kids less. It's about loving them well. A friend recently called me about an article by John Roseman, and it's called "Your Kids Should Not Be the Most Important People in the Family." And in that article, John Roseman asked a couple, who are the most important people in your family? And they said, our kids. And then he asked why. And they had no answer for him. And honestly, there is no reasonable answer. Children aren't meant to outrank your marriage or your peace or the stability of your home. Your kids exist because of you, and they thrive because you built and are building the foundation. And it's not the other way around. And modern research fully supports this. A 2017 study in developmental psychology found that child-centered homes actually create more anxious and less resilient children, and none of us want that. Because when a child becomes the emotional son of the household, they start believing, my feelings run the room, my wants are urgent, and my discomfort is everybody's problem. I have seen this in so many of the modern families, but that's far too heavy for a child. Meanwhile, research from the University of Rochester shows that kids raised in marriage-centered homes, where parents lead calmly and consistently, are more confident and emotionally stable. Isn't that what we want? Kids take emotional cues from the strength of the relationship that built the home. And then we have what sociologists call intensive parenting. Parents orbit around their children, rescue constantly, entertain endlessly, and sacrifice their own rhythms, spend more money than their budget because the kids need it or want it. But that style actually produces more anxious and less capable kids. Children do not survive being the center. They thrive being part of a healthy ecosystem that is led by strong and calm adults. Not long ago, children weren't the center of the family. Adults talked without being interrupted, and meals were eaten together, and kids adjusted to the household rhythm. You know what? That produced resilience, respect, and emotional strength. Today, kids are more anxious than ever and more self-centered. And this is not a coincidence. Now, Mama, let me tease you gently. You are not the cruise director, the emotional weatherman, or the short order cook. Your job is to lead, not orbit. Children don't want the throne. They're not built for it. It overwhelms them. Kids crave calm structure, predictable rhythms, and grown-ups who act like grown-ups. Imagine a home where every decision, what to eat, when to leave, how the day flows, all depends on one child's mood. I have seen this over and over again. Now, imagine a home where parents lead, the rhythm is steady, and children adapt and contribute. I have seen this in families of 4, families of 6, families of 8, families of 12. We know, we both know which home creates stronger kids. Now, Mama, we have to talk about this part. Your children will leave home, and it's sooner than you think. Childhood feels long when you're in the middle of being the mother, but it actually, in the scheme of things, it's very short. And here's the question. When the last child walks out the door, what will you have left? If everything revolved around your children, you may find you built a household, but not a relationship. But when you protect your marriage, even in small ways, you're investing in the one relationship designed to walk with you through every season of life. Yes, your kids will leave one day. Your marriage remains. but you have to build that marriage. And the marriage deserves attention. It needs care and it needs honor. So, Mama, I want you to listen. Yes, your children are precious, but they are not the foundation. They are the fruit, not the roots. You are the roots. Your marriage is the trunk. Your children are the branches. If you pour everything into the branches and neglect the roots, the whole tree becomes fragile. Your kids don't need to be the most important people in the family. They do need to be the most well-loved children in a stable adult-led home. That is how they grow strong. And that is how families stay whole. And that is where legacy takes root. So remember your mama moments and celebrate them.